Hello and welcome to my channel. Today I'm doing a Q-Rock. Been a while since I've done one. Watch your ears. We got Q23. Let's see what that holds. And if you're new here, what I do is, this is from the Gospel Q. Okay, and these are the original sayings of Jesus. And I pick a page. This doesn't want to stay up. Today's page is 23, and that gospel, I'll read it out and then explain how that is how Jesus has been teaching the law of attraction all along. Okay, here we go. At the time that Jesus entered Capernaum, a Roman officer there had a favorite servant who was sick and near death. Hearing about Jesus, the centurion sent some Jewish elders to ask him to come and heal his servant. They came to Jesus and pleaded urgently with him. "He deserves your help," they said. "He is a friend of our people. In fact, he is the one who built the synagogue." Jesus was not very far from the house when the centurion approached him and said, "My servant is lying at home, paralyzed and in great pain." Jesus said to him, "I will come myself and cure him." The centurion replied, "I don't deserve to have you in my home, but just say the word, and my servant will be healed. After all, I myself am under orders, and I have many soldiers under my command. I say to one, 'Go,' and he goes. I order another to come, and he comes. And to my servant, 'Do this,' and he does it." When Jesus heard this, he was amazed and said to the crowd following him, "I tell you, nowhere in Israel have I found such faith." Okay. Hang on here. It's not the end of it. This is a long one. Then Jesus said to the centurion, "Go home now, and everything will happen as you believed it would." At that moment, the servant was healed. Okay. So this is a very, very good example of how Jesus is teaching law of attraction. Okay. The servant that came on behalf of his owner came to ask Jesus and pleaded urgently with him to heal him. Okay. And then with all this talking and explaining how great the servants are and how they do as they're told and they don't even question and everything else. When Jesus heard this, he was amazed and said to the crowd following him, "I tell you, nowhere in Israel have I found such faith." Okay, so he could see. Now, if you know law of attraction, it all depends on what you believe and having faith in that belief, and your body and everything responds to that belief. Okay, so the servant did not ask Jesus if he could cure him. He said he pleaded urgently to come and heal him without even the thought that he couldn't do it. That wasn't even a thought. There was no doubt in his mind that Jesus couldn't do it, right? Jesus shows how much faith. He couldn't believe how much faith. I say couldn't believe, but that's terminology. Jesus recognized how much faith was not just in that one person, that one servant, but in the whole household of all those servants. Okay, huge faith there. All right. And then Jesus said to the centurion, "Go home now, and everything will happen as you believed it would." The centurion believed that Jesus could heal him. And so did everyone, and the owner of the slaves knew that too. They just believed it. There was no doubt in their mind. So, saying right here, as you believe it, it would. And at that very moment is when the servant was healed. Because they all had the belief. They all believed in the ability. So, including the servant that was being healed. All right. He was sick and near death, and hearing about Jesus, sent some Jewish elders to ask him to come and heal his servant. He didn't ask if he could. He asked him to come and heal the servant. There was no doubt in his mind that it could be done. And it was the lack of doubt in their minds that allowed that healing to enter. Okay. Jesus knew he didn't even have to go. He didn't even have to physically go because the faith was already in that dwelling. The faith was there. It was steadfast. There was no doubt. So he said, as you believed it would happen. Couldn't be much clearer there. You bring about what you believe about, right? So as you believe, it would be. If they didn't believe it, it wouldn't be. They had to believe it. And Jesus knew that they would believe it because they showed the faith. The whole household has that faith. It wasn't just one person. And they all loved each other. Slave or not slave, they loved. They were friends. They worked together. They had faith in the whole system, the whole dwelling. So Jesus knew he didn't even have to be there because they already had that faith and they already had the belief. And just that faith and belief and knowing that you know that you know that you know, it wasn't Jesus that healed them. It was their own belief in the fact that Jesus could heal them that did it. Jesus didn't even have to go to their home. It was just done because they believed it in their heart without a doubt. Okay? There you go. That was Q23 from the Lost Gospel, the original sayings of Jesus. Thank you for watching, and we'll see you again on the next one. Thanks. Bye-bye.